Chapter 5. As they slowly walked up the path, Hannah whispered to Jacob and Emily, "Stay close to me, and if I say run, run like your pants are on fire." Jacob giggled. "This is not the time to get a case of the giggles, Jacob," Hannah sharply responded. Pretty soon they came to a clearing, and there before them was a beautiful cottage with a gingerbread cookie roof. The shutters were covered with red and green gumdrops, and the columns on the front porch looked like candy canes. Each window was framed with white icing, and the entire frame of the cottage was covered with red, green, orange, and blue lights. There were marshmallow snowmen in the yard, and the trees had red candy apples hanging from the branches. "What the heck?" Jacob said without even realizing he was talking out loud. Emily was smiling from ear to ear. Hannah slowly released her hold on Emily and Jacob's coats. Mr. Christmas just shook his head and laughed. Mrs. Christmas loves to decorate the house for the holidays. As James Nicholas Christmas opened the front door of the cottage, they could feel a rush of warm air and could smell the aroma of freshly baked apple pie. Stepping through the doorway was like stepping into a magical wonderland. There were wreaths with bright red and green ribbon hanging in all the windows. On the back wall was an enormous stone fireplace, and hanging off of the fireplace mantel were 5 large stockings filled with small packages. The fire was blazing, which made the whole house feel warm and cozy. In the corner was the most magnificent Christmas tree the children had ever seen before. Below the tree were presents, and more presents wrapped in festive paper and bright bows. Hannah, Jacob, and Emily just stood there, mouths open, but no sound came out. Finally, Emily said, "I can't catch my breath. I have never seen anything like this." Hannah gave her a gentle pat on the back and replied, "I haven't either, and I'm almost grown up." "Give me a break, Hannah," said Jacob. "Grown-ups don't skip school and get lost in the woods." Just then, a plump little woman with gray hair appeared. She had on a white apron over her green plaid dress and a big smile on her face. "Well, hello," she said. "My name is Mary." Emily squealed, "Your name is Merry Christmas? That is so funny. Is that your real name?" Emily felt bad about laughing and added, "It's a nice name." "Yes, dear. And what's your name?" asked Mary. James Nicholas Christmas piped in. "That's Emily, Jacob, Hannah, and Jackson." When the kids turned to look at Mr. Christmas, they let out a gasp. They couldn't really see him outside in the dark, but now they could very clearly see him. They blinked their eyes several times as if to clear their vision. James Nicholas Christmas wore a red cap. His hair was white. His cheeks were rosy and red, and he had a white beard. He took off his big black belt and his red jacket. Then he sat down in a large cushioned chair and removed his black boots. They also noticed he was a little bit on the chubby side. Hannah looked at Jacob. Jacob looked at Emily. And little Emily just shrugged her shoulders as if to say, "I don't know what's going on." "Emily, can I take Jackson to the kitchen and give him something to eat?" asked Mary. "I guess so," Emily said reluctantly, "but be careful. He really has had a rough day." Merry Christmas gently took the sleeping puppy from Emily's arms. "Dinner will be ready in a minute," she said. Then she left the room. "Well, this is awkward," thought Jacob. "What are we supposed to do now?"